Hello, and welcome back to Oolykee Gaming. Welcome back to another episode of Workers and Resources Soviet Republic. Today we're gonna be maxing. Well, let's get cracking. Right, so if you enjoy the content, don't forget to like and subscribe, all that good stuff, and let's get cracking. Right, so continuation. Public transport is a no-go for now, so I'm not gonna be putting trams at the moment, so I'm gonna just pass on this one. I'm not really sure what would be the best approach to this. I will improve our people situation hugely. I'm gonna be putting it in the some new residential buildings. I'm gonna put some football pitches. Oh, by the way, ta-da! Carousel. Indeed. Not sure if let's lower the price level. That's at least that can be. Ooh, we have more guests than hotel spaces. That's very interesting. That's fine. Let them do the voodoo that they do so well. Okay, so problem we have is unemployment now. It's very low. I swing too much in the opposite side. I started building up the area around the cathedral. So we have a couple of smaller buildings. We have garbage stands. We have the prefab building, more garbage stands, more buildings. This one is being finished just about now. We have 120 people without apartments, over 21s without apartments. So, ta-da! We have definitely ability to house all these people. I did start putting trees all over the place, so just a heads up on that. I put around the hotel and a police station here. Row of poplars, yeah, that's the name. We have a big pub, bigger pub than the shopping center. That's definitely something to brag about, I have to say. This is also reconstruction in progress. You know what? Let's have more people here. Are they doing it on their own? I thought locals also work on reconstruction. Maybe not. Let's go and set some vehicles for reconstruction. Okay, so the plan is that we will continue constructing everything that we are doing at the moment. Hospital needs to be reconstructed. Let's go with bus 3, put it higher priority. And flats here, I'm gonna put it at bus 2 as the medium priority, so that's fine. We do have flats prefab here being made. I have 5 locals working, so this should be done in like 3-4 days, so that should be fine. Next up. Why did I say 2-3 days? Because there's probably a bus on the way delivering more workers, or maybe more than one bus. So that should be all the vehicles here. We do have a lot of this stuff happening. That's a footpath. I started recording an episode that was supposed to be here, but it's not going to. That would be the episode of our extension to the new city, but there was a little bit of a problem that I'm really indecisive what I want to do with this part of the city. So I decided to just kill it all. Just destroy everything and work from there. This part of the city is going to be destroyed. I don't think these houses are good at all to live in. I think they should be happy that I'm keeping these ones for now, for sure. Why is this being demolished? What? I have no idea. Anyway, so I started making a tram stop, that this would be like a central tram stop, but I think I'm gonna be revisiting this idea as we go, not now. Okay, so we need to clear out this area. So I started demolishing all the houses. I'm gonna go for these houses as well. I don't think anything here is supposed to be... Anything here is supposed to be standing. All of this part of town, let's say here to the right, I will let's say right to this street and a couple of these. So I will probably start developing this area first. We will need a whole bunch of stuff, so don't expect this to be a quick process. Financially, we're doing better and better. Financially, we are at we can borrow up to 3 million rubles. Total amount owned, I think it's lowest as it has been in a while. It would be nice to see this graph as well, but Hey ho. Oh, prices of stuff. I never actually considered checking this. Clothes. Let's see. All the time. Clothes. They're going up. Sell it for rubles, going up. Buy it for rubles, going up. So we can we can probably buy it cheaper for dollars and then sell it for rubles if we need to have some kind of a circular economy. But no, I'm not interested in that. We have the next export will be food. Food had ups and downs. Let's go for this year, and then we can go year by year to, let's say, last 5, 6, 7 years, whatever this what we selected is. Meat is going up. I'm not looking at the prices of imports, exports, or of imports. I'm just looking at how much money we can earn. Coal has been a mixed bag. We only use it for heating, but oh, ash. Should we export ash? It's actually becoming more expensive to export ash. That's what minus means. So that's a problem. Chemicals, again, I don't think we are self-sufficient with chemicals. Currently, I don't think this is the... Even if we get this one to work optimally, which I think can be anything over 50% would be optimal. Oh, let's see the statistics. So this can produce, I'll calculator, here we go. Oolykee is gonna use calculator. So we have 365 times 0.81, that will be 300 tons of chemicals. 295,000, 295 tons, 0.65. So if we get half of that, that would be 147 tons. Let's say 150 tons, I would be happy. How much did we produce? What do you think? How much did we produce? 150 tons would be half. I'm looking at the number, 295.65. 295 tons of chemicals would be... Oh wow, that's a really good trade. That's a really good trade. Oh, alcohol. Yay! We're exporting alcohol. I didn't even expect this. Anyway, so clothes are definitely skyrocketing. Okay, so how much did we produce? How much did we produce? How much did we produce? Boom. That would be nothing. Let's go last year. Last year we had 147.5, literally. Oh my god. Okay, so I said that 295.65, that would be 147.8. 0.8, 2.5, 0.825. It's literally slightly below that. So, but yeah, this year, for example, doesn't matter. On a yearly basis, this is fine. Look how much crops are we actually making. That's a huge number. I like that. Okay, so what would be one of the next steps is start to utilize as much crops as possible. As you can see here, the harvest just started, so we didn't even use half of this. So we're gonna need more workers working in the food factory to produce more food. We need to export more food. I know this is not the best thing in the world, but what are we supposed to do? We can leave the crops in the fields and then have fertilization for next season, but eventually we should we should catch up with the amount of food that we are processing. So if we got this year, we exported already 851 tons of food, and last year we exported 1781, and here is 17, that would be 8, yeah, that would be close to what we were doing at the moment. It's more or less half a year past, so I'm just looking at these numbers. Yeah, I'm pretty sure also that our export trucks might be very, very busy. So this is, oh, not so busy after all. Well, that's unfortunate. That means that we can just increase the number of workers here. So let's go little by little. This is like 20% more workers here. This is going to be devastating for our chemical industries, but I have no idea how to mitigate this, because that means that our chemical industry and meat production is going to get even less workers. I think I'm going to have to... Ooh, university burning down. Oh, university is also still a problem. We have 368 university-educated people, and it's going down, by the way. It's going down, the number of university-educated people. I forbade them from getting onto the buses. I think I did. We can go and check the direct lines that we have. At least direct lines. So Bus large... What? Nothing? End station. Oh dear god. That would be this one. Save. I'll go for all of them. This one is a big one. That one already has it. Construction workers. What? Construction industry workers. Yeah. Let's go here and don't load college-educated people. Thank you very much. I think that would be... construction workers. Yeah, I should probably name these as well. So we have this one, Chomusek, it's not selected. Just if they don't get in, they don't get out, so this is not a problem. Let's go for this one. Chomusek Blus platform. This is the only thing that I need to do in order to prevent them going. Blus platform. This is the tourist bus, so this one is... Oh. Unfortunately, I missed the loan period. That's fine. I'm kind of expecting now to slowly stop needing loans. That's why I'm missing this. I didn't have to get a loan in a while, but looks like we are still going down ever so slowly. We are, like I said, extending construction. There is a lot of projects that I need to deal with. For example, here, now we have the trash containers, so we can start allowing people to move in some of these buildings. Over 21, seriously? Not moving in? Nobody wants to live here. There we go. Now that I have trash containers here, I think I can allow these guys to live around here. So let's populate the city center, these buildings. I don't know what to do with this. I think it's still a nice district. I think I need to place a couple of trees here and there. But this all houses Old Town. I think it looks nice. By the way, I destroyed the house that was being annoying. It was, I think, either here or here. The one that was constantly reporting that we have too many, the criminality is too high. Yeah, so just FYI. Okay. I'm thinking out loud. Remove that. Do I need separate lines for all these areas? Heating plant, clothing production, especially chemical plant and meat production, because this is a huge sink of workers. I don't know. This is a tough one, guys. I know that we are not getting enough workers for alcohol production because I never see this in full production. Well, that's a lie, isn't it? Oolykee is... this one is actually looking good. We're almost depleted from there's almost no grain left. Ooh, hot coffee. Nice. Yeah, so I think they're supposed to export more than 30% of alcohol. So whenever it hits 30%, they export more. This is nice to see. I think I put another bus here. I probably need to start getting rid of these smaller buses. They might be causing some traffic issues around town, so this is something I'm gonna be considering. Trams. What do I want to do with trams? Ooh, that's a good one. Not yet. I think financially we don't want to do it until we improve the financial situation. If you go and see, let's say last month we had a loan interest 20,000. That was like 21, 22,000, which was bad. We should consider getting more. We should consider getting more money. How are we supposed to get more money? Well, ores would be one thing, and I'm kind of working on this. I really need them to remove a lot of these roads and stuff. Maybe I should invest in more demolition. Let me see what these guys are doing. So demolition here, flatbed, excavator, bus, I guess. Let's do that. Show all, bus, speed, Icarus. Whoa, that's a new one. Yeah, let's look. Let's get you. Open hull, speed. You need to be able to carry the excavator. I think you should be able to. 13 tons. And then excavator. Green one. 8 tons, 11 tons. Let's have this one here. Let's see if we double up the demolition. We still have one spot for the dumper truck. I did put some vehicles here, tractors to be repaired. because these are Romanian ones. They're not the oldest ones we have. And I'm gonna tell you something. These oldest ones that we have, they're more durable than Romanian ones. I have no idea why. Well, they're probably built more sturdy or some or whatever. Jack Bear, John Deere old school tractor. But I think, I don't know. I'm just thinking about one model. I think they had very narrow wheels in front, but they weren't like this. But yeah, I'm probably thinking about some other model. Jack Bear is from the Farmers Dynasty. In any case, we have, what else do we have? We have, so carousel, secret police. I think, I don't know why we have a problem with education still. Professors are there. We have less students waiting to be educated, so they should be getting education faster. But educated or educated people are going down. I have a feeling that this is good, this is working. I just don't understand why the number of educated people is going down. We'll follow this now. Do we have the graphs here? We might have graphs here, right? So if I go this year, and you can see here educated people. Yeah, I mean this year it's going up from... Oh wait, what? University, no, you see that it's going down. Why is it going down? Is it because educated people are not getting housing after they are educated? Like, all these numbers are relative, because I think the numbers outside of our main town here, they are pretty much stable, but the houses, the student numbers on the country level will reflect, I like 99% I'm sure that it's going to reflect these population statistics, so from the country statistics. So we lost like 50 college educated people since the beginning of the year. So if I go for last year until, let's say, today, college educated people, they went up sharply, but then they went down. I don't know if this is some kind of cycle that it goes up and down, but this is definitely something. I'm not researching anything. I might have to lower the level of government loyalty so more people can go and work on universities. Government loyalty is 0 here. We still don't have, and here is 100%, and they're still coming here. Oh, we have 40%. This is 0, and we're not getting enough college educated people working here. This is not in range of the bus station, so this is one of the reasons why people like from here that need college education don't gravitate towards this building. But yeah, also I have these 2 reported crimes that were not patrolled, 2. This is also very, very strange, and I don't know why this happened, because we do have police. I see police cars moving around, and for some reason they didn't come and investigate this. I have no explanation for this. Everything else regarding the cities, I think it looks fine. I think it's okay. So there's some complaining about sports, but I'm just ignoring that because they have sports facility. Look at this, 1 person in a sports facility, and it should be fully staffed. So I'm not sure about that one. I will continue doing. I think we should get another hotel somewhere. Oh, city center hotel. Oh yeah. Let's see the high quality hotels, but smallest ones. Like this is oh god, okay. I mean, maybe. Oh god, look at this stupid thing here. I don't know. I need to do a lot of this. This is it. This is it. I'm thinking if I should do... I can do this and then do this. Oh, perfect. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe. We'll see when it's done. Maybe it's gonna look nicer than it actually is. Ooh. Ooh. I don't like that. I like this and this and this. They have main road, so this is definitely not going to be it. So let's go and build this one. I think this, sorry, I wasn't talking at all. I was just focused. I think this looks nice that I actually use, I think, different segments of these buildings. And even though it looks like it's a little bit offset, I think it looks quite realistic. I'm happy with this. Anyway, we have a next hotel over here. And like I said, we have tourists being delivered here. I don't think we have that many tourists at the moment, excess tourists. So I think we are fine. But I think I will be increasing the amount of tourists we get after this hotel is done. That also kind of sets in stone that I'm not going to be using this area for tram transport. So this is going to be, well, in this case, it's going to be hotel. I placed, again, hotels, in my personal opinion, if you want to max the productivity, I would place it where I put the other industries as well, on the outskirts, because like your residential areas should be priority for your workers that need to be transported to their workplaces, like the any industries. But since if we are getting like population numbers, if you're having everybody that they're happy and we have the enough workers all together, I think we can start plonking these. I think that there's this big, in my opinion, there's a big big question. Which buildings do I build? I really don't like living in these high buildings. I never lived in a very high building. I lived like, my hometown had like 4-story high building. I lived my whole life there. Technically, first 2 years of my life, we lived in a rented house or part of the house. And then my parents got the apartment on the 4th floor of the building and lived there until I was 18 and moved out for university, and then I moved on the apartment building on the 4th floor with the exact same number of steps going up there. No elevators in either of the residential buildings, and then I lived there until I moved to Ireland. That would be until I was 34, I think. Something like that, 33 or 34 years old. This is how old I was when I stopped living on the 4th floor. Again, minus the first 2 years of my life, but my fat ass was probably being carried constantly because I was a lazy baby. Kidding, not sure, but we need to joke about ourselves sometimes, but I'm not sure. Anyway, we have so my question about this, or my problem about these residential buildings, is I like them because it leaves a lot of greenery, like capital, like places that I know a lot about, like capital city of Zagreb or the socialist neighborhoods of city of Osijek, where I used to live in Croatia. I really like that they have very, very dense apartment buildings and enormous amounts of greenery around sports fields and stuff, like big branches. Like it's like you're going through the tunnel of trees in between the buildings, in some of these neighborhoods, and it feels amazing in the snow, in the rain, in the sun. It's like you have protection from everything under these magnificent trees and the branches, and it's just wonderful. It's just wonderful living, and I do like them. But personally, there is apartment on the 16th floor in one of the buildings that I spent time in. I wasn't really a big fan of that, so take that as you wish. I don't know. That's the best I can say, because I don't know. It felt weird living in the 16. Was it 16? Doesn't matter. 16th floor apartment building. But I think this is the best. If you need to have density, I think these things are the best. Even better, even though most of the socialist buildings that I lived in, the lower floor is not a commercial area. My hometown, yes, it is. We have a dry cleaners. We have the optician. We have the bar that was on and off closed. We had very small grocery shop, we had a lawyer, we had a jeweler, and we had some government offices, couple of like rooms, some government offices in these residential buildings. Absolute magnificence. So my question here would be, if we had the first floor of some commercial offices, in this is real life question, potentially even here, well, no, not here, there's no such a thing in this game, which probably should be, but there's no such a thing in this game, but would we have enough there is shops and these grocery stores and stuff below the residential buildings to sustain us without building shopping centers? Because in today's world, in Zagreb, for example, the new Zagreb, I'm pretty sure new Belgrade is the same, you have to have separate shopping centers because there's not enough. Even though there is some buildings with commercial space, you still have a lot of shopping centers, government offices. Like, you can't use just a mixed use development. It has to have specialized buildings as well, because there's need for that. So yeah, just my 2 cents how I'm thinking about this. So here I'm thinking, even here I would rather have how much they have 50 people each. So let's say this is 300 people in these 6 buildings. I'm thinking, if I put a very high quality building, this is what is it, 78%. These buildings are actually 50 people, that would be these ones, 78%, okay. So if we go for much better quality apartments, let's say these 94, they will be taking much less footprint. These are the vanilla ones that much less footprint. And I would have only 4 of these would be enough to replace 6 of these. And that would leave a lot of greenery for monuments and other stuff that we might need. So I'm not really happy with this development, even though I love low-rise residential buildings, mixed-use development and stuff. I really love those. I'm just thinking, would it be better for everybody if we had more green space? There you go, I said it. Now, sue me. I don't know what to tell you. Okay, that's my Oolykee giving my 2 cents about this. And by the way, this, even though I live in a house now, this is a big no-no. I live in a house now. I don't mind living in an apartment building. It's much more expensive to maintain. Personally, you guys need to get used to this, because this is magnificent. This is so cheap. You will get all the rest of the money. You can put investments, your businesses, or whatever you need to do. But having living in an apartment building, even if it's a smaller rise building, absolutely glorious. I love it. I love living in that. A lot of other kids, a lot of other people. Usually, you most of the time in very good relationship with everybody. So most of the people. So it's absolutely wonderful. So that's my 2 cents on this. And we have these buildings. These are no, these ones here, right? Yeah, this is the ones. These are the smallest buildings. I don't prefer them. I think they're way too small, even though it's like a 3-story high building. Let me show you how. I think, is it this one? Where's the bigger one? Bigger one is probably all the way here. So we have 96. I used to live in this no. This is Mammoth building from Zagreb. It's similar to this. It was lower rise, but we don't have these. It was where I used to live was 4-story high and just a very long, very square building. Let's say like this. I think it's mostly built out of bricks. Not this is obviously prefab panels, but it was something like this. It was very small apartments, like 30 square meters. That would be 900 square feet or something. No. 300 square feet, my bad. 300 square feet apartments for a single person or 2 students living in there. Magnificent. Even the couple, working couple, like when you have to have kids. When you have kids, that's a different story. But initially living in these apartment buildings, glorious. And what I wanted to say was 82 building entrances, only this high. This is the height of the building. Was 80 apartments. If you put 1 to 2 people on average, so for 2 people would be 160 people, let's say 1.5 person in there, that would be 120 people in this kind of building. magnificent. Like, and everybody was, you had the disagreements and stuff, but all in all, I absolutely loved living in these buildings. Most of the people are amazing, and I have nothing against this. This is my favorite types of buildings, 4-story high, no elevator. Elevator is it's a tricky thing. Yes, it's fine, but I didn't have any problems living without elevator. But in today's world, when you get older, if you live on the 3rd, 4th, 5th floor, if you are becoming less and less able to climb that high, I understand elevators might be a necessity of today's day when, yes, as in many countries, they having the... Oh, why am I building so many connections if I'm going to be upgrading these? Right, bada boom, bada bim, one small interruption later, sorry about that. Let's continue talking. I just alt-tabbed to deal with, to see how much time we have. Turum, 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 tum, tum. Here we go. Half an hour-ish. Okay, so let me one more time open the OBS. There we go. So that's my opinion about this, but I still think that this is probably a little bit too dense, and I would like to start removing some of this stuff. Maybe not the middle buildings. I think yeah, I think I would stop allowing people to move into these buildings altogether, because I would be upgrading some of them. They are 78%. They're not so bad, man. As I can, maybe I should just remove a couple of them. No. I'll make it nicer. I think this is the thing that stands out. These old type of buildings, Stalinka type of buildings, this is something that we should treasure. It's old good times, but also very, very few. This is what people don't understand in when they say that, during the socialist times after the Second World War, that all the residential buildings, they look ugly and gray and stuff. I don't disagree with this. I personally, I don't mind the color, and they can definitely be made more colorful. Go to Warsaw, Poland. A lot of these socialist buildings were such a nicely decorated that they actually look magnificent, and it's easy to upgrade them for like insulation on the outside with the styrofoam and stuff, and they're very sturdy and they will last forever. So I agree with that. They are not as nice as these buildings. But when these buildings were built, even in Western Europe, a lot of people lived in wooden houses. Most of the population lived in wooden houses. This wasn't a standard that we decreased. It's only few chosen people would be able to live in these kind of buildings. And this is, I think, from the beginning of the 20th century. So most of the people live in villages. When urbanization came, you could not build this nice, let's call it nice buildings on scale to house everybody who needed to work in the cities. And why cities? Because in cities, this is where innovation happens, this is where mass production happens, this is where the workers live, and productivity of the urban area is the thing that progresses the society. Like, there's no tractor factory in a village, for example. It's always in the cities, and the innovation of it, to invent a tractor, you need to have college education, and you have to have density in order to have, better stuff. Yes, they can spread around there, but it's equally subsidized. Like, people living in the villages, they produce absolutely magnificent stuff for everybody else, from food to resources to utilizing the land to maintaining the land and forests. Absolutely glorious work. But on the other hand, the people in the cities, because of their smaller lifestyles, apartments and stuff, they subsidize the villages with the infrastructure that they on their own they wouldn't have, like sewage, water, utilities and this kind of stuff, because it's not worth getting a fiber optic cable to a house that is 10 kilometers away. But if it's a city of 10,000 people, it's much cheaper, it's much more reasonable to do it. So it's like it's a mixture, it's a balance between people, how they live and how our society works. This is the hotel building, I believe. I'm gonna have to put at least footpath office on this, and let's go and build some of these. Oh, prefabs, perfect. Buff one, building one. This is probably gonna be fine. And talking about, this one as well. This is going to be bus 2. I will not prioritize it. Actually, let's prioritize it. And this is bus 3. boom, and prioritize it, and the road is prioritized. I built this hotel, or planned this hotel, and I don't know if we have enough. I'm pretty sure they don't have the distance to the container stand. Central Asian country off. Container stand. Where do I want to put it? Just in front. Should be grand. I think having it right here, it's fine. We can even have the gravel footpath. We need copy-paste setup here, this one, and give them 5 workers to finish it on their own, so we don't have to get machinery here. Okay. What else? Yeah, the decrease in population, this is what I'm aiming for. Let's go and continue checking out these buildings that we have people living or not living in. I was thinking of destroying all of this, and I did destroy the footpaths, but I'm not sure now. You know what? I will probably remove this area. I think it's enough for us to have one residential area. Oh, okay. Then maybe I shouldn't be. Maybe I shouldn't be demolishing these. Oh, sorry. Yeah, removing roads. We have another area where we have Old Town represented, and that would be this street. I think it looks nice. So this is kind of like Main Street here with Old Town and some new residential buildings. I think I can slowly start putting some trees around here. Isn't there like a mixed tree, something tree available on this landscape? Acacia, pine, bush, beech, poplar. Let's just do it like this. I think just like it's only placing a couple of trees, it's not a lot. I just click once to see how this is going to be affected. And here in between these buildings, I definitely want that. We need a Lenin somewhere. Oh, this is going to be construction site soon enough. So that. And these buildings here, I don't know what to do with them. Do I rebuild them or demolish them? Maybe let's allow these and let's see how they're going to react. This one is demolished. Let's see how they're gonna react before I put new ones. Loyalty seems to be low. Why are you disloyal? Oh, yeah, that's another thing. Crime, loyalty, all the stuff that... Yeah, I'm definitely against this. No, I'm gonna stop it. Couple of buildings, potentially even leaving them empty probably would be the best, but for like... dealing with loyalty and other stuff... Loyalty, is it policing maybe? Yeah, like everything else, I think it's just density, because this is how the game works. If so the secret police needs to monitor somebody's loyalty, they would come here and install something. But I think this could be one of the reasons why we have a problem with loyalty. Like we have 32%ers coming for education over here, so yeah. Just my 2 cents. This is still going down, by the way. I'm slightly concerned about this. I don't want to import college-educated people, but this is definitely not improving. Oh, yay! Football pitches. I used to love to play football. I mean, I don't play it anymore, but probably will. We're gonna look into it. Okay, so we have the slaughterhouse needs to be remodeled. Let's go with bus 1. That can be in charge of that. Do we have anything? Yeah, I can put that as a lower priority. 1 and 1. So we need. So let's go. This one is done. Yeah. Let's. I think that this is. Case closed now. I will not preserve all the smaller houses. I started demolishing them already, so I'm just gonna continue demolishing them. I'm gonna continue demolishing them. I don't think there's any point in having them, so yeah, I think I'm done. So I'm gonna just allow them to demolish all of this. Okay, so I need a residential building that doesn't have allowed people to live in there, so or do we have? Yeah, we have. Here we go. Pause. Move everybody. Demolish. Move everybody. Demolish. Here. Move everybody. They're not gonna be happy for moving, but hey ho, beggars can be choosers, right? Let's go. I don't even know if they're installing cameras in these non-occupied buildings, so that would be a good thing to know. I know that a couple of these guys don't have the connections that I need to connect them to be demolished, so let's see how this works out. Yeah, I think it's definitely case closed on these. Oopsie, you are a fool. No, really? Yeah, don't allow citizens to move in yet. Because like in security, the security demolish, yes. The secret police, they need to go and install camera in a residential building. It doesn't matter if that building has 1,000 people living there or 4. I think it takes them the same amount of time, and it has the same effect in the game, which is unfortunately the fact how this game functions. So let's do it like this. And we have to deal with this. So I think due to the efficiency and stuff, I think we're just gonna have to just demolish all of these buildings. Sure. Continue. Yeah, that's it. I think this is more or less it. I will be doing that over here as well. Old town, again, 20, 30 people living in these residential buildings. I might be acceptable, but in the long term, I think it's going to be just a huge negative. So, yeah, small buildings. I might even prohibit people from living in these buildings and just have them as like museums, just like old town. Let's go. Old town represent museum. I mean, like it's not museum, but it's ethno village. Ethno. It would be cool that you can put shops in there and stuff, and you know, this is where our famous writer was born. This kind of stuff. There you go. Good. How are we doing with the unemployment? Employment, we have now 4,700. Whoa, that's very low. Their happiness is okay, but what's with the apartments? What happened? I think we had 777. We do have some space over here, and there we go. You're allowed to move in here. Apartments, they're all full. How is that possible? There is a couple of people missing here, but I banned them from living in these apartments to move in here. So we're gonna slowly just phase this building out. We have a couple of these buildings, but that's not the case. That's not it. I don't know where the people moved. I don't know. I was thinking like, no, because this is only covering half of the city or part of the city up to here. But no, we did have 4,777 people here, and it's going down even. And it's not about the happiness. Happiness is, well, it's going down here, but happiness in the city is like 78.03%, so that's very, very high. I don't know what's the deal with them. So happiness is low. Yeah, because I moved you around. I know. Let's allow people to move in here. I'll leave this building just if I need to move some people around. Okay, that's more or less it what I wanted to do in this episode. Go and finish some of the residential buildings. I don't have big projects planned. I think for expansion we're gonna need to get this area cleaned out. We have more buses now. We have... do we need more trucks? No. Oh, I wonder, like, why is this guy not transferring anything? Can you transfer the excavators? Maybe he can, maybe he can't, I don't know. But looks like everybody's busy. That's very nice to see. Maybe one vehicle for 2 excavators would be enough. Just thinking about that now. Missing resources, chemicals. Whoa! That was bad. Okay, who is in charge of this? This will be import. Import covered. Import covered. There's no chemicals from the customs house, so I'm gonna allow this because obviously we are coming to the limit of how much we can. How much we're producing. Let's double check this. Pause. I'm just gonna do this. I know we can do it like this. So productivity this year, overall productivity, chemicals is 90 tons, and consumption industry chemicals are 112 tons. So we had some from before, so we are definitely not producing enough for our own domestic needs. Like I said, the production of these chemicals should be the maximum 295 tons, let's say 300 tons, and we are producing just a little bit less than half of that. So yeah, utilizing this will be fun. I'm thinking about these smaller buses and then starting to deliver people with smaller buses, not to direct lines, instead of doing this. Because look, for example, this bus in here, it's empty now. It doesn't even have to go further. This bus only has 12 people. I can leave it be. But these vehicles that are transporting people, sometimes they're actually empty. So maybe direct lines would be better. I'm just worried that anyway, I can do direct lines, and then excess people can go to another station. Let's try this. Let's have a pilot program. So I'm gonna do this. Whoop. Borrow. There we go. What we need to do here is vehicle and stop production. Go away. Let's do this bus line. And let's check it, the one that is going here. Okay, 11 buses are driving here. Okay, how many people we need? We need 120 people in this factory. So let's set this factory alone. I will have... No, let's do the chemical factory first. So chemical factory and meat livestock farm, they need to get a 50... and 60, that's 110, and we have slaughterhouse here that this slaughterhouse that needs only 5 people. This is 5. I limited this because slaughterhouse vanilla is absolutely absurd. It can slaughter enormous amounts of animals, so that's a big one. So what I'm gonna do now is gonna set up the new line. That's gonna be... Oh, we had I don't have skins for these buses. So I'm gonna put 3 buses on this line. I'm gonna just pause this for a second. I will tell them to go to here, and then after that you're gonna go to the main bus station and go to the chemical plant. Chemical plant stop is here. Just make sure that they don't load any college-educated people, and ta-da! We have a line. So let's go and unpause this and set it to a second vehicle. Don't go to storage, and we need a third one. Oolykee said third. And there we go. So we have 3 new buses going directly to... Look at this ugly little thing. We need to restore our environment. So yeah, so we have buses coming here directly. We will have some overflow. Citizens' happiness is low. Yeah, because we just moved them forcefully. Yeah, it is what it is. I'm gonna intentionally leave this empty building. I'm not gonna allow them to move in here. That is the problem with this one. Okay. Oh, I forgot this part. I forgot that we're gonna have to have some kind of connections to these things. Let me just see if I'm missing. Oh yeah, absolutely missing. It doesn't change much. We still can only put it here. Yes, but no, not this one. Let's go with this one, and here we have this. I'm gonna redo this later on when we demolish this area. Hopefully I'm gonna remember. For now it's connected with mud roads, so it's fine. Okay, so we have a new bus line going there. I'm thinking about this bus line now. And let's see how many buses we have here. We have shush load of buses. That's a lot of buses. I'm thinking if we need to phase out some of them. I forgot what's the speed of the other buses. We still have only 2% unemployment, which is very low. This needs to be... we need to start finishing some of these buildings. Let's see. One building, 0, 0. Okay, so let's... Oh, God, this is bad. Oh, this one, fine. Okay, let's rebuild these. I still have patience for these buildings. Hotel 4-star. That's gonna be Bravo 1 as a secondary project very soon. Garbage stand is next to hotel. Locals working on it. Put it as a high priority. Oh, gravel recycling. Oh, is this the one that I need to demolish? That I'm not happy about? Maybe. Let's try this. Let's try to fix this. Let's try to fix him or her. You know, the meme. So let's get the demolition office here and put this as a priority. So while this is being remodeled, oh, we're getting a lot of waste, construction waste there. I really need to notify me when finished. Yes. Don't use explosives. Health is too low. What? Probably because 2 people moved in there. Probably one sickly person and affected the whole building. This is another 40 people easily living in this building. We have 60 people without, over 21s living with their parents. This is progressing nicely. I think both of these buildings are going to be started on soon. Footpath here requires a lot of deliveries too. Let's see if I can... No, I was like, do I need to put these transport vehicles to help the footpath office? But no. Leave them alone for now. Any new... Alright, gravel. What do we have here? Bus 3. Power transformer. Let's go with bus 3. Yes. And this one can be bus 2. Whoopsie. Whatever. You do you. Right, so we need to demolish this. We still don't have any vehicles on the way. You don't accept this? Oh, shoot. That's very bad. I wanted to build the conveyor belt over here, which I think it might be a problem because we have electricity hoses here. So I might have to remove this footpath, which is not a problem. Footpaths, I think, can be managed easily, but we'll see when they remove this. For now, it looks like they're very busy, but I would expect buses at least to deliver people here pronto. These guys seem to have... Oh, I didn't put this up. What was the setup here? 40, 20, 20. So... Oh, we even have this shit. 20, 40... 20, 0, and enter. Unfortunately, this is going to be stuck in here for a while, but it doesn't matter. As long as we can fit everything else, that's perfectly fine. Okay, 21k on the bank balance. We are slowly closing in. At the end of this episode, all of this needs to be demolished. I prioritize demolishing of this thingy, and finally we have... Oh, open hull. Weird. I thought that they're gonna be bringing the workers here with the bus, but no. Oh, they're very close. Okay, happiness, citizen happiness low. I didn't allow them to move in anybody here. Still 48%. How are we doing with college-educated people? That's the important part. Oh, going down. 366 instead of 368 just a few moments ago. I have no idea, guys. I have no idea why we're not educating more people. We have here enough students, well, professors and students, and it's going down. So we have enough of these. This is high enough. There are still too many of them. In my opinion, I do prefer students according to education, whatever that means. I'm assuming higher education first, so they can graduate sooner. Because it looks like it is the case. And there seem to be a range according to education. That's very interesting. Whoa, 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 whoa. Let's go and borrow. Whoa, look at this fun, Sparta. And now this one. I probably should prefer them to leave, like hospital and bus. Yeah, I think I should definitely leave it like this, because buses who are picking people up, you need to. We should deliver them as soon as possible. And buses that are empty, they are not in rush. The same thing from here. Hospitals need to have priority for taking people out. Yeah, that's just my 2 cents. I don't know. Let me know in the comment section what you think. But money-wise, we are now going up again. Sure, for sure. We have the next stop. Flat prefab type. Ooh, you are a star. What do we have? Prefab. I'm gonna put this to. Let's go with bus 3. Bus 3. I'll give you a couple of locals to work on this. Oh, and we're finally out of projects. These are the last residential building. Oh no, there's still this one to be built. Rest of them, they really need to be demolished. This is cool. That's all good. Yeah, I can give them to remove some of these footpaths too. But then I could have removed it first and then do the footpath system. But no, maybe it's gonna be more romantic like this. You know, I know the reason why it was built, or we would know. History will remember us. Flats, prefabs. Ooh, another one. Let's go with bus 1. I think we can put it as a priority. Priority. They still didn't remove all of this, and I told them to. This demolition office has only one priority project, and that would be this one. And I expected that they're gonna be servicing this first. Not really. One of them needs mixed waste, I believe. Okay, all of them are gonna... Only one for mixed waste, and then like 3 of them for the scrap. So 4 altogether, I think, can be expected here. This one went for scrap too. The last one definitely won't go for scrap. It's gonna be mixed waste, and finally we're gonna be done with this. Oh, one is already here. Oh, they're all probably all here. No, they probably just need to dump the construction waste. Yeah, this is gonna be a little bit constipated. Sorry, but that's true. We have the last one. Demolition office, yeah, coming here to remove this. Come on. Are you not removing it? Oh, seriously, none of them were actually coming here to pick this up. Yeah, they're still not on the way. Come on. Oh, seriously, like, what the hell? Demolition office, demolition. Hey. Oh, did they demolish everything here? Oh, looks like they did. Okay. So I can then do this. Let's because I saw you not being used. I'm just gonna move you, and I'm gonna get them 2 more. Show all waste trucks. 2 more. There we go. 2 more waste trucks. Do we need open hull import? Yes, we do. So congratulations, battlefield promotion. Okay, are you done? Not yet. Is the vehicle on the way? Not really. Oh, here we go. Oh, dear God, this one just delivered the how many do we have here? How many? how many do we have here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then I ordered 2 more. So I don't know why any of these other ones didn't have a chance to go and pick this up. I really want to get this up and running, so yeah. I was like, oh yeah, they moved it. No, they didn't. God damn it. Still nothing. Shoot. Come on. Even when this is done, we still need to construct the other conveyor belt. It doesn't matter. I think most of them are just blocked for... that's why they're not picking this up, because of the construction vehicles being blocked and not coming here, but yeah. Where are you? Ah, you're on the way here. Okay, I'm leaving it here. This is gonna last forever, so I'm gonna build this off screen. Thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed this one. If you did, press the like button. If you didn't, leave a nasty comment in the comment section. Let me know what you think. Like, share, notification bell, ring it, comment section, hit it. And if you want to support the channel, have a description of the video. See you next one. Bye bye.